Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Brute Thoughts podcast. This is German. Harry's back. He was on the not
I
even the
know.
60 day. You were on like on the 90 day. You were on the Melky Cabrera steroids
I was suspended.
suspension.
I
Yeah.
was suspended.
Um, but we're back. The playoffs are back. It's October. It's
The
the best time of the
postseason,
year.
lightning and
Just
thunder,
Oh
beautiful.
my gosh, that was ridiculous. I was looking at the sky yesterday, and for those that don't know, here in Los Angeles, it was thunder. No, it was lightning. It was a lightning storm. It was just like lightning all over the place. Full disclosure, I work at Starbucks, and at one point, there was a lightning that struck, and then like all the lights went out. So that was fun. And I was like, man, is this gonna affect Wednesday? But it's Los Angeles. You wake up today and it's beautiful outside.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
That's the
It's for
way
all,
it
it's for all the
goes.
East Coast listeners. It's
Yeah,
like when you guys think of earthquakes with us, it's the same thing with weather over here.
exactly. Yeah. So we are a few hours away from the playoffs starting. It's October 5th. My beloved Red Sox made it to the playoffs. Um, are we deserving of it? I think that's a different story. I think the Red Sox are not playing their best. And if you follow me on Twitter, that Orioles series almost gave me a heart attack. I didn't quit on the team, but I was done with the season several times. And then even on Sunday when it was like a game 7, we were losing 5-1. And I was just like, of course, this Red Sox team would lose this game. And then our savior, Rafael Devers, just wouldn't let us die. So the Red Sox are in the playoffs.
Here we
And
go. And
I
German
was,
Germ 4 at Twitter. Here we
yeah.
go.
Oh
Red
my
Sox don't
gosh.
want to
Here we
play in
go.
October. Red Sox don't want to play in October. Let's go. Chris Sale's taking out after 3. It's more important. Rafi,
Chris
here we
Sale pissed me
go.
off. And then the
Here
Red
we
Sox were like, oh,
go.
it's sale day.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I
The guy
missed that
almost
one.
sold us. That was ridiculous. Yeah, the Red Sox didn't want to play in October.
Pedal to the meadow. Bad decision by Jimmy there.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's a wrong
the
Jimmy.
four
Wrong Jimmy.
the 49ers were killing me too. Oh my gosh.
Wrong Jimmy.
Yeah, wrong
The
Jimmy.
Re- the Red Sox would want to lose this game, and then that's it. And then Verdugo, Rafi, he does it again.
He did it again. Oh, what a roller coaster.
And then a quick
Baseball's the best.
shout out for Twitter yesterday. The nice little
Exactly. To Twitter,
survived.
Twitter is amazing. Good job, Twitter.
It
Um,
survived all that outage. I was thinking about it. It's off topic. But I was
mhm.
like, what would have happened if Facebook and Instagram would have been down for at least maybe I would say a week? How many people lose
Imagine.
their lives?
You know,
I
you
don't mean
get
I don't mean like murder, like killing, like anything like that. I mean it like
yeah, you'd get all these like supposedly famous people
all these
no
Twitter
longer
or these
famous.
or all these people trying to go over to Twitter now and try to do the same thing, and nobody even cares about it. It's
Yeah.
funny because those people don't go into Twitter because Twitter's like the open world, like anything goes. Like there's no filter there. I love it.
Then you actually have to be a little bit more creative to type stuff as opposed to
Yeah,
pictures and whatnot.
yeah.
Um,
Are you excited? How do you feel? Like from a
oh my
meter from
gosh.
like 1 through 10, how do you feel?
In terms of
No,
excitement.
like everything, like all your emotions into one.
Okay, so I am obviously a 10 in terms of excitement. It's been a long. I yesterday I was thinking, I'm like, man, it's only been what, like we're 2 years, 3 years removed from the Red Sox World Series title, but it feels like a decade ago. Um, Obviously, the Mookie Betts put a very dark cloud over the team and over the ownership. Um, and then you traded Mookie Betts, you don't have Alex Cora, and yeah, so it was just tough. And then we get Verdugo, and he living here in LA, I was able to follow Verdugo, and well, he's a Dodger coverage of Verdugo.
Yeah.
And the rap with him was very talented guy, but a lot of the stuff coming out from the Dodgers was he doesn't have a sustainable back. And it was one of those like he's great when
It's more liability.
when he plays, he's amazing, and he can do all the things. And yeah, watching him over the last 2 seasons or so, I love him. But the thing that scared me about him was his back is no good, and I was like, oh my gosh, we traded Mookie Betts for a guy with a bad back.
With
Like
no back.
what are we doing?
Yeah.
But so far his back has held up. He's been, at least this season, the first season he was injured a lot, and um, so I feel excited that we're in the playoffs. 1, 2.
We went from 80 win prediction early in the season to you guys won 92 games.
I know, that's
Who
amazing.
who would have thought that?
Nobody.
I as much as I've been watching baseball, this has been one of the weirdest years
Well, even
in a long time.
our first pod, when I said I believe the Red Sox would go win 81, you gave me a crazy look. You
Yeah.
thought I was crazy that I thought we were going to go 500. I was
Yeah, with
running
no sale.
for a 500 team, and then they won 92. It could have been more, but they struggled at the end. But I guess it evens out because we had a really hot start, and then towards the end we kind of fizzled out a little bit. So I'm excited we're in the playoffs. I'm excited we're playing the Yankees. And then here comes not so excited. I'm petrified at our bullpen. Our bullpen is
Terrible.
garbage. It's hot garbage. I don't trust anybody outside of what's my guy's name over here. I don't trust anybody outside. I always forget. I always mix up his name, but I got you.
Matt Barnes.
Garrett Whitlock. No, Matt Barnes. Are you kidding me? Matt Barnes is the dude that they've been pitching him in the 6th inning. We have no closer. Jared Whitlock, in my opinion, has been the Red Sox MVP. I know Rafi has been amazing, and he's had an amazing year. But if it wasn't for Whitlock in the beginning of the year, just shutting down offenses when he came in off the bullpen, I don't know where this Red Sox team would be. So the pitching scares me. I know Nathan Uvalde is going up, and I know there's the whole everything he did in 2018, which is great. But the Nathan,
so you pitch 7 innings. Who goes 8, 9? Do you bring in the starter? Do you bring Sales back?
Well, supposedly Sale's not available for this game, which I don't understand why. He only pitched like 2
Everybody's
innings.
available. Everybody's available.
No, the Red Sox said he's not. He's not even on the roster for tonight.
They posted that. I know they posted the Yankees one. They left off. Where did they leave off?
Red Sox have 12 pitchers today.
Oh, the Red Sox left Martinez out of the roster. That's another big. That's another big one. Yeah.
JD Martinez not playing today. I mean, if he goes 7, I'm ecstatic if he goes 7.
But who gets the last 6 outs?
I think you trust Jared Whitlock.
You have to go with the starter. Eduardo Rodriguez. I'm just throwing names out there.
He gets hit too much by the Yankees. I think Adam Ottavino. I think it would be Ottavino and Whitlock. And then from there, maybe you see if Barnes can. I don't know, but Barnes in this moment, he's become Kimbrel in 2018 when Kimbrel was just
dumpster fire.
That guy. Every single save opportunity or every time he came in, it was awful because he just would give you a heart attack. So in terms of just that aspect, I'm not doing so great. I also go through this like mode in the playoffs where or a big game for the Red Sox specifically, where I kind of don't want to make a prediction and like it's just I don't know.
Oh,
I just
he almost blew his gasket on me before even started.
or you're talking over here like, oh yeah, the Red Sox got this easy. Like what are you talking about? What easy? What do the Red Sox have that's easy? So if we have, I think we're gonna need Uvalde to go deep because if he goes deep, that means the Yankees are not scoring as much, and we're gonna need the offense to score early and often. That's I think my biggest concern is that if this game becomes a close game late, if this becomes about the bullpen, I don't like our chances.
They don't have a good bullpen either. Chapman's a dumpster fire too.
I know, but their bullpen has been more reliable, whatever that means, than our bullpen.
So you're facing a guy with what a 2 ERA in the last 2 years in the playoffs.
Who?
You,
Chapman?
Garrett Cole.
Yes, I mean that's the other thing. Garrett Cole doesn't scare me as much. I think we hit Garrett Cole pretty well, but it is the playoffs, and he
But
could
playoff
turn it
Garrett
up.
Cole is a different Garrett Cole.
Yeah, so it should be a great game. But if it's a close game late, much like we saw in the Red Sox Yankees series, what last weekend, where it was close, and then the Yankees at the end would just like finish it. So, yeah, I'm nervous. I'm scared.
You know what's crazy? Like it just throws me off. Like the 2 wild card games. Couldn't they set it up any better? They're both rivalry games. Giants, Dodgers, Red Sox, Yankees.
Well, the Dodgers have to get to the Cardinals first.
No, but I'm saying like it's gonna set up. Oh no, sorry, it was the Cardinals. It's a rivalry game. Sorry, it is a rivalry. The Cardinals and the Dodgers.
Yeah, because you have all the history
Yeah.
between the two teams.
I'm getting a little ahead of myself on that part.
Yeah, I think what's for the Red Sox, the key is gonna be
Your offense.
yeah, the offense. Can we score runs early and often? If we're able to do that, if these guys are able to just put hits together, then it should be an interesting one because and then the Uvalde we get is also the key. Those are the two keys for the Red Sox. The two keys for the Red Sox is what Uvalde we're getting because this season we would get the really good Uvalde at times, and then sometimes you'd get the Uvalde who just has no control. He's getting hit left and right.
But that's how crazy the season's been, though. You can't really like. I'm not gonna tell you how to be a Red Sox fan, but at this point, like you guys made it into the playoffs, like anything could happen. If you guys win, you guys win. If you guys lose, you guys lose. Like that kind of thing. I think in the Dodger terms, it's a totally different like call, or a totally different like feel.
Oh yeah, well the Dodgers have an expectation. They have a roster. They made moves to get there.
Well, it's the second best record in the league, and they're a wild card team fighting for their lives.
Right.
Which that's another topic that we could talk about later in this podcast about the playoff format. But I personally think the Red Sox are going to take it. Like after looking at how things have gone, yeah, the Yankees. Where's the game at? At Boston, right?
Yeah.
Or New York?
No, it's in Boston.
In Boston. Okay. The last few times they faced each other in the playoffs, who has shown up? Who's a better manager? How about that?
Oh, Alex Cora. It's not even close.
There you go. And in the playoffs, it's the team. On top of
Yeah.
that, it's the manager. The manager takes you to where you're going to go in the American League.
Right.
And the National League's a totally different. It's a totally different beast there. In the American League, they'll take you. The manager's going to take you somewhere. So that's how I feel that the Red Sox are going to be able to take it. And early on, before we even started this, you're like, "Oh, you're just teasing me. You're teasing me." I'm like, nah, I honestly do feel that the Red Sox are going to come out on top. It's been that type of year. You have set those expectations so high for the Yankees. Remember we were talking in the middle of the pod, in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees weren't even like in conversation at all.
Right.
Like you're like, oh, the Yankees are out, and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, and then you started throwing that to me, and then I started feeling that way. I'm like, oh, the Yankees are out, and then they somehow just flip the switch, and we're here now.
Yeah.
The game's in Boston. Everything favors Boston right now. The postseason is a totally different game. You'll never know what you get out of Garrett Cole this year, especially how I see it in terms of pitching and things. Ever since they got rid of that substance thing, his numbers have gone really, really,
yeah.
really.
He's a different guy. He's a different guy without the
So
since the rule change.
let's go Red Sox. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Maybe because I've known you so long, I don't trust you when you say that. I feel like that there's ulterior motives.
No. I gave you the reasons why. The manager.
Yeah, like I think what my reservation about going all in like that. Obviously, I'm gonna pick the Red Sox.
I can't go all in.
Obviously, that I'm picking the Red Sox to win tonight. Obviously, I'm not. I would not pick the Yankees, but my reservations is just the inconsistency in the pitching. I think our offense can hang with anybody.
Yeah.
But just the inconsistency in the pitching is what scares me. Because
but you remember, just let's really back a couple of years back, the Nationals. Remember the Washington Nationals?
Yeah.
They had no pitching. Remember their bullpen was like a dumpster fire every time they came in. They beat the Dodgers.
But they caught fire. They were hot to end the year. The Red Sox have now been hot to end this year.
But they're able to turn it on and off. That's the thing. But my point is, it's beyond that. It's beyond the whole being hot or anything like that. Yeah. My point is, they got through the whole World Series. They won the World Series with just starters, and just filling it in at the end. Like they won a World Series without pitching.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it, but I mean, the Red Sox don't have the starters to do that. One. But just to get to this game, we don't have to get through anything else. It's just one game. And I think the Red Sox can do it, but I also know that if it's a close game, if it's 1-1, 2-1, 3, even 3-1, 7th, 8th inning, the Yankees, it might as well be a 1-1 game because the Yankees can score in a hurry, and especially against the Red Sox, especially recently, because I know, today's ESPN has the game, so I'm sure they're going to continue to do the Red Sox won 10 of, 10 games, 10 of, out of the 19, they won 10. And I hope they show the graphic of just how many games the Yankees have won in the last meetings, because the Yankees have won like 6 of 7 or something crazy like that. And the Red Sox have scored 70, one more run than them. I think it's like 75, 74 in the research I was doing. But in the here and now, we just saw this team a weekend ago. It's scary. It's scary stuff. But I'm going Red Sox, and I think the Red Sox will move on and play against the Rays. And
currently, if for all you bettors out there in our podcast, Vegas has the Yankees as a favorite, 1.5 favorite, a 1.5 run favorite. 8 runs are being said to be scored in this game. So I would take I would take the over. So it's either a 5-3 game, a 6-2 game.
Oh, so you think to be right at 8?
No, but I'm saying that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's either going to be at 8 or going to be a little higher than that. Um, seeing how it's gone the last few times, I was take like she said, the over. I think the over is the best bet there.
Yeah.
But I would take the Red Sox. I don't know. I have that feeling with the Red Sox, and
I
one
hope
of
so. I hope so.
it's one of my favorite stadiums to go to. Just for the record, I might not like the team, but it's one of my favorite stadiums to be at that I have gone. People are nice. Stadium is small, beautiful, different type of stadium. You know how all the stadiums are all built the same with a little wall. You know,
Yeah.
it's built different. You know, right field is different. A short wall in right field, a really really short one right field, and then you got the green monster in left field. Now you got seats up there,
Yeah.
and then just have you ever been to a Red Sox game? I think it's
No,
in your bucket list, right?
not in Fenway. I'm going next year though.
That's
Next August. You're invited to come with me next August.
it's the best time to go in August. Uh just the avenue before getting into the stadium is amazing.
Yeah.
Is amazing. I'm gonna be a homer here. Sorry, Red Sox. Sorry, we have to agree on this. I wanted to disagree, but I can't disagree.
The key. Okay, so the key guy. I want to give you a key guy for me for the Red
Devers.
Sox. I'll give you one for each team. For the Red Sox, the keys, the X factor guy, I think it's going to be Bobby Dahlbeck. Your boy,
enough,
Bobby
fair enough.
Dahlbeck.
I would say
Bobby
Verdugo.
Dahlbeck since August has been tearing it up. He sees the ball better. He probably has as much power as anybody
Remember who said
in
that?
the Red Sox roster. So I think he's the key. He's the wild card.
Yeah.
Obviously, Devers and Bogarts and even Schwarber with his experience, those
I would
guys
say
are important
Verdugo.
too. But Verdugo produces. Verdugo is part of that mix. Verdugo, you're expecting him to. But I think the key guy, the guy, and you always get these guys in the playoffs that are unproven and they always show up. And I want to see if Bobby Dahlbeck can be that guy. Because if Bobby Dahlbeck can get hot for a month, and he could just we could ride his bat to deep into the playoffs. Because I know the Rays are coming, but whoever gets out of this, Red Sox or Yankees, the Rays have not been playing all that great.
I don't know.
And I think that's the Rays built such a big lead over the division that a lot of people forget. And I follow the AOEs religiously, so the Rays have not been playing well.
Nope.
And one of the things we've seen with the Rays over and over again, the lasting memory of last year's World Series is the dumb move by their manager.
Yes,
right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you watch the Rays were doing dumb things against the Astros. They were giving away the Astros series.
Yeah.
So I think whoever gets out of this one goes into Tampa Bay. Obviously, you respect them. Obviously, there's the Tampa Bay, still Tampa Bay, but it's gonna be interesting. So for me, the Red Sox key is gonna be Bobby Dahlbeck. For the Yankees, I think. I mean, he's been playing really good.
But they're gonna ride him all the way to the end.
For me personally, watching the Yankees this year, it's gonna be Rougned Odor. Rougned Odor, he's a typical annoying Yankee. He gets big hits. He's loud. Whenever something happens, he's the guy that the camera points to him. He's like yelling, and he has like some he has like something on his head. He's the X factor because I think he's the he's been super present, super, he's been a great leader for them in that clubhouse, and he has no fear. And I think he's the key for the Yankees in this game.
You know the crazy part about it is Gary Sanchez isn't starting.
He's not starting.
No,
Who's gonna start for them?
probably Hisagawa. Hisagawa, I think it is.
Oh, that's right. Because he was Soka, no? He was Sioka.
Yeah,
He's
Hitasaka, the California native. It's not official yet, but at 11 o'clock
but Garrett Cole,
California time.
Garrett Cole prefers him
Yep.
over Gary Sanchez.
Yes, sir. Well, Gary Sanchez, to me, Gary Sanchez isn't a catcher. Has never been a catcher.
Yeah, he's a DH, or he should become a first baseman.
Yeah, he's become a first base. He's become Poppy.
I think he can move better than Poppy, but I get what you're saying. That makes sense.
Yeah, so that's that. I think he's gonna be whenever they decide to put him in the game. It could be when it's a close game. It could be not at all, depending on how the game is flowing.
Right.
I think he can make a difference. He's had some big games against the Red Sox the past few years.
Yes, he has.
So I was holding that one in my back pocket just for you.
So that's a preview. I think that's a very good extensive preview. If you don't know what's going on, I feel like you now know. So let's get into the Dodgers and the Cardinals.
Dun, dun, dun.
This game is being played on Wednesday night. You're going to that game, right?
Yes, sir. I will be there.
You'll be there. So I think here is the best time because I think it's going to be, I'm sure we're going to see it again because it's just the way it goes. But I don't have any problems with the way the playoffs are the format. I know that the Dodgers won 106 and the Giants won 107, and I get the argument of like, oh, how is it that we won 106 and we have to play one game for our lives? Whatever. I have no problem with that. I think this season was very, like you were saying, was very weird. I don't think there is nobody. There's no Giants fan, the biggest Giants fan in the world. There's nobody that said this Giants team is winning 107 games. There's no way. There is no way.
If there is, they're lining you.
Yeah. And if they are, then they need to show you where they gambled it. Because if you were that confident about that team to win that many games, then go to Vegas.
Yeah.
So
I always said throughout the whole season, oh, they're gonna fall. They're gonna fall.
Yeah, you kept. I kept trying to not hype them up, but give them their credit. You get like, nah, they're look who they're playing. Look who they're playing. And the biggest surprise was the Padres. Man, at the end of this, by the end of the season, I hated the Padres. Can't stand the Padres. I was so happy that they fell apart. I have not seen a more entitled team in baseball, at least in a long time. That team is so entitled for no reason.
What I thought the White Sox were going to do,
yeah,
the Padres ended up doing it.
Yeah, and I mean the White Sox have been phenomenal. But where are you at with this? We have Adam Wainwright, the dinosaur. Yeah. The dude that curveball is still alive and well.
I didn't know the guy was pitching till recently, till we faced him over there in St. Louis. I was like, who's this guy? No, very, very good defensive team. Very, very they're great defensively, honestly. Like not even good. They're great defensively.
Yeah.
They're number one in defense. Defense and pitching wins it. Wainwright's a really, really good pitcher with Uncle Charlie.
They closed this on what was it like to end the year? They won like 16, 17 in a row.
Yeah, but then they kind of fell to the side after a bit.
And then Arenado makes his return to LA.
Yep.
So that should be fun.
The El Toro native.
Yeah.
Toro High School native.
Um, how are you feeling about this one? Because you got
Uh,
Scherzer up there. It's why you trade for Scherzer for a game like this. The Giants are looming, and that should be a very fun series as well. Whoever gets through, the Giants or the Cardinals, the Dodgers or the Cardinals. But as a Dodger fan, everyone's listening. As everyone who supports the Dodgers listening. By the way, I've gotten feedback. You're a very negative Dodger fan. Um,
was anybody watching that 5-1 game when everybody was leaving
I don't think so.
or changing the channel?
I don't think so.
No, but
They
I'm saying
just
I'm asking those people
no.
that
I
are
get you. I get you.
I'm being realistic.
I
I
get
see
you.
these people. I
But
was watching the game.
people want you to be more of a homer, Harry. That's what they want.
I can't be a homer, man.
They want you to take out your pom poms.
I hold my team to a certain standard, and that's what I do. Yeah, I'm a baseball guy. That's
Yeah.
what I could do. Sorry that I could be negative at times.
So how are you feeling? What are your thoughts?
I think once game time starts, it's gonna change a little bit. But right now, I'm cool. I'm calm. I think
Are you nervous?
I think we'll handle business. Not right now. Not this moment.
So you think this is business as usual? We're going to go in there, take care of the Cardinals. Okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it makes sense. You have the roster to go into any series and feel like that.
I think the Cardinals are very overhyped.
Oh,
I think they're very overhyped to this point. They've been given
cover your ears, St. Louis fans.
They were getting so much press. They've been getting so much press. They won that big.
Well,
series,
I mean, they won like 17 in a row. I mean, they deserve some press.
Who can we name the team that they were playing?
The Brewers. Come on, the
Brewers had already clinched. The Brewers had already clinched.
Yeah,
they don't have nothing to play for.
Okay.
Let's go back a little bit more. Right?
You're just saying that because you beat up on the Brewers over the weekend.
Yeah, it didn't matter. This how I would have managed this weekend series. Yeah. I honestly would have taken the Wednesday game and said, you know what, let's get ready for Wednesday. I would have not started Bueller on Sunday. It was a waste of time.
But it's not like you were going to use Bueller today. Or you just wanted all hands on deck.
All hands on deck. Like there was nothing to be said. Even when the game was still going on, it's like, dude, just.
But you still had a chance to clinch the division. What do you mean?
It was 7-1. It was 7-1 in the third inning.
In Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday.
I know, but heading into Sunday, you still had a chance. Obviously, when the game broke, I mean, it's just the way the game.
No, so I'm saying once the game was in there, I kind of.
Oh, okay. So as soon as as soon as you knew, okay, the Giants are going to win this, pull Bueller.
Pull Bueller. You could use him today or Wednesday. Sorry. Yeah, all hands on deck type of thing. I think when the team's all hands on deck, I don't think there's any team out there in baseball that could beat them. I'm already pulling the.
No.
I'm pulling the Dodger.
Look.
What you wanted to see? What you wanted to hear, Dodger fans? You got it
now. Look, I have been saying on this podcast from the very beginning, the Dodgers have the best team in baseball. And it's not even close. The roster is unbelievable. And when they got the Scherzer, I got on your case because when you guys got Scherzer, you were just like, oh, whatever, we'll see how it goes and whatever. And I've said it, Dodgers have the best team in baseball. It's not close. That the Giants have a better record, that happens. That's fine. But on paper, the Dodgers have the best team in all of baseball.
Oh, yeah.
And to go into any series, I think if I'm a Dodger fan, I would feel that way. Although the Max Muncy, your boy.
Here we go. I got hold up before I get to. So they play Milwaukee. They play Chicago. They play Milwaukee.
The Cardinals.
The Cardinals. They play San Diego. The Mets. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me?
17 in a row.
Sorry for that. But are you serious? Are you
17 in a row is still important. It's still impressive.
Whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? Are you kidding me? What are
No, but
you
I'm saying
talking about?
whatever. I'm saying whatever for this series, like whatever. Like,
Oh, yeah, of
yeah.
course. I'm not saying that
I'm not gonna take away the 17 in a row because no, my team hasn't done it, and
right.
yeah, I'm not gonna take that away from them. But whatever. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. You haven't beat anybody.
Oh
The
man, playoff
Brewers.
Harry's here. Let's go.
Yes, I'm on fire. I'm good.
The Brewers.
We're gonna get through the Cardinals. We're gonna get through
Okay.
the Giants. We're gonna get through the Brewers or wherever. Who's on the other side?
Oh man,
Who's over there on the other side?
who's on the other side? The disrespect. The Braves, and the Brewers.
Oh, okay. The guy does the Braves that don't have Acuna and they don't have anything. They're still young. They're still a couple years out. Okay, we'll run through them. The Brewers who don't know how to. The Brewers who don't know how to win. And the guy, their
Oh
best reliever
man.
punches the wall and breaks his hand.
Whoa,
Woo!
whoa, whoa, whoa.
It's getting there, people. It's getting there.
The 800-pound gorilla has entered the chat room.
Yeah. Let's go.
Um,
I still think the Dodgers will beat the Giants in a 7-game series. I think
Yeah.
it's gonna be a 5-game series, if I'm not mistaken.
oh,
I think
oh
it's
yes. I thought you were talking more crap. Okay, yeah, it is a 5-game series.
so
That oh my gosh, that's
it's gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna
the
love it.
the beauty of October baseball.
We got Urias going, and we got we haven't talked about Kershaw. Sorry about Kershaw. I think he might be done.
You think so?
I think.
Why? What
And
makes you say that?
the places he was favoring in his hand was especially when it's a throwing hand. It's like
Yeah.
I think he might have thrown his last pitch
For the season?
not of his career, but of the season.
For the season, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I can't go that drastic because I don't know how far that went, what tweaked. But I know he's not gonna go into surgery. He's so late in his career that he doesn't need it.
Yeah. Max Muncy.
Oh, that one, another one.
Are you so what is it? Was it just a sprain? Was it what was it? Because when I saw it, he was yelling, and whenever you see a professional athlete yell like that, it's like, whoa, okay, like these are tough dudes. That for them to yell like that, his reaction,
yeah,
I was like, man, like did it like?
I still think I still think they could win it without him.
But is he going to be available at all?
Doesn't matter. If he is, he isn't. We're gonna run over everybody. Sorry, you wanted this. You got it now. I was trying to be a professional all this year long, and I guess it isn't making your fans happy.
Look, we're here to cash checks.
Yeah,
and I think what's gonna help us cash checks is gonna be our fandom and not the button down stuff. We can do the button down stuff with teams that are not our own.
You gotta put it in there. But you could always put Bellinger at first. You have a really, really good outfield.
But Max Muncy, he's done? Like he's done for the playoffs?
I don't there's no
your dismissal of this question is my favorite part of this entire podcast.
No. I don't think so. I think if he shows up, he'll come in there.
Oh, what have they said? They haven't said anything?
They haven't said anything.
Okay.
They're still doing further tests. Him and Kershaw.
Gosh.
But you put Bellinger at first.
Yeah.
You have Trey Turner at second.
Your boy.
Corey Seager at short. My boy, the National League batting champion, Trey Turner. The WAR champion.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know what WAR means, look it up. I won't be
wins above replacement. Yeah,
exactly. There you go. Wins above replacement. So that means that guy's been more valuable than a lot of those players out there.
Yeah,
but whatever, it doesn't matter. So we go straight. Justin Turner in third. We got Will Smith at catcher. You got Pollock, Red Hot Pollock. You have Mookie Betts. You have Chris Taylor. They could put a short. You're good, dude. Like there's not worried. We got Pujols. You can't even put Pujols at first against lefties. You got it under control. His job is just to put it in the gap.
Yeah,
make it at first base. That's all your job is. Or bring in the RBIs. That's all
I love this. I love this so much.
You love it.
X factors. Who are some X factors in
So
this
I want
series?
to go position by position.
Oh,
This is how pissed
okay.
off I am about this
Let's do
whole
it.
little
Let's
thingy
let's do it.
majingy.
What thingy? What thingy, Machingy?
I don't know, calling me out as Dodger fan. I don't like being called out. I don't. I like the biggest Dodger fan you ever know. They ever
Oh man. Look, it's getting out of really good Harry, so I appreciate the people calling you out.
I love my Dodgers to like the end of the world. Like, hey,
For the
don't
co-
get
for
me.
like for the record, nobody questioned your Dodger fandom.
No,
Nobody said that's a
it's just
fake Dodger fan.
very negative.
Nobody said it. It just was like, this is like, why does he believe in the Dodgers? That's it. It was like, and just for,
I'm realistic.
but I would tell him, no, Harry believes in them. He just, he's just he's a fan. He's just different.
Yeah.
Um,
A fan is able to pick things out. All right,
so,
let's go. Whatever. At catcher, Yadier
Catcher.
Molina versus Will Smith.
I think legacy, you go Yadier, but I think right now it's Will Smith. It's not even close.
I'll go Yadier on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
I love Will Smith. So Will Smith.
So we'll talk about why Yadier Molina. Yadier Molina is the best game caller in the game.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is
For
big.
sure.
That is big.
For
You
sure.
you can never in a baseball game. The catcher, okay, cool. The average doesn't matter. None of that
Right,
matters. As long as you can play defense and catch and get some strikes, that's all that matters. That's why I'm taking Yadier Molina on that one.
Okay.
First base, Goldschmidt. Easily.
Yeah.
Because the comparison was Goldschmidt against Muncy.
Yeah.
Muncy's out, so
Right.
yeah. Second base, Tommy
The best-
Edman.
The best player in baseball, Trey Turner.
Tommy Edman versus Trey Turner. I'm gonna take Trey Turner. Trey Turner.
Well, you take Trey Turner over everyone except Mike Trout.
No. I'm just, Trey Turner is red hot right now. And
Yeah.
it doesn't take
He's playing great. He's
anybody
playing
with a
amazing.
brain to see that.
Yeah.
That he's playing out of his mind right now, which
For
is
sure.
great to see. Love it.
Right.
Let's go to short. Corey Seager versus, I don't know who the short. Oh, Edmundo Sosa. Is that even a debate?
I don't think so.
Corey
Not
Seager.
here.
Corey
Of
Seager.
course. Of course.
Here's a debate right here. This is where it's gonna. Justin Turner versus Nolan Arenado.
Oh, Nolan Arenado.
Debate. This is where the debate starts. So why Nolan Arenado?
He's just overall the better player. The argument that I can see you making for, which is a really good argument because it is October, Justin Turner is his playoff accolades.
Redtober, baby.
But in terms of player, because Arenado hasn't even been given the opportunity to play in October, so we don't know. But yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to go just October,
Trey Turner. I mean,
you gotta
Justin
go Trey
Turner.
Turner.
Justin
Justin Turner. Sorry, Justin Turner.
Justin.
If you want to go player, it's Arenado. So it just depends what you're valuing. Depends.
Are we keeping score? Where it's going? I think the Cardinals have one.
Yeah.
Oh, two. Sorry,
They have
two.
they have
two.
First and catcher.
First and catcher. So two. Okay, cool. Outfielder. Tyler O'Neill and AJ Pollock. I'm gonna take Tyler O'Neill.
Yeah. So that's three.
That's my X factor right there.
Okay.
Tyler O'Neill has just been he's fast. He's just been having a hell of a season.
Yeah.
He could make some he could turn a game around real quick. Get on base, steal a couple bases, and he's in scoring position, and next guy drives them in.
Yeah.
Center field, Cody Bellinger versus Harrison Bader. Is that even a debate?
My question is, what Bellinger are we getting?
That's what I'm saying. Is it even a debate? I don't know what Bellinger we're gonna get. So it's kind of really hard to like. Are we gonna get last year's October Bellinger? Or are we gonna get?
Because he's been slightly better.
He's got a little bit better. He's been hitting the ball a little harder. I don't think he's
not back, but
I personally think he's still hurt. Or I don't know if you ever remember when I messed up. Remember when I messed up my one of my, I think my right knee.
Yeah.
Playing basketball. Remember how I used to always drive in,
Yeah.
and after that happened, remember I used to just always stay back.
Yep.
I think it's the same thing, and it's in his head. I don't think he's able to go full blown because of that leg
Yeah.
and the shoulder. So I don't. I'm gonna take Harrison Bader.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Harrison Bader. Sorry, Cody Bellinger fans. Sorry, Dodger fans, but we still don't know what Cody Bellinger we're gonna get.
Yeah,
Until
that's the
tomorrow.
big question. Yeah.
We don't we don't know. So that we keep it 100 here, and this is 100.
Yeah.
Right field is not even a debate. Just go
No,
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts. Yeah.
I'm gonna give some credit to Dylan Carlson. He's been doing really well. He's been
Yeah,
hitting the
he's
ball.
nice. He's a nice
He's
player.
he's a good player, but the comparison between one and the other is not even at all, not even close.
No.
Even though German would say something else, but I know he wants to say more.
What? Mookie Betts is the second best baseball player in baseball. Otani was really good this year too, but Mookie Betts, all things equal, when he's healthy, there's only one baseball player better than him, and I stand by that.
Scherzer versus Wainwright.
I think that's a wash.
Yeah,
I mean, Scherzer.
I agree.
I mean, that just becomes about who you like, because if you say Wainwright, you can't be like, no, you're wrong. If you like Scherzer, then Scherzer. But I think that's even. I think that's just depends what you value, what you like. It depends on a bunch of things.
And just for you Red Sox and Yankee fans, German's currently pulling up that position comparison. We'll do it right after this, just to.
Oh man, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
See, that's just gonna make it.
We have to do it. We have to do it for our fans.
Fine.
We can't do it for one side and not the other.
That's just gonna make me feel worse about this series.
You never know. Bullpen.
Yeah.
So the Dodgers bullpen has been lights out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Number 2 bullpen in the league.
Yeah.
I think that tells you everything. St. Louis has a couple of guys in there that can do the job, but advantage Dodgers on that one.
Yeah. For sure.
Managers. Dave Roberts versus Schultz. I forget his first name. Dave Schultz.
Yeah, something like
Brett Schultz. Sorry, St. Louis.
Dave Roberts for me. He's been there. He's experienced. I like his team better.
How about this? I'll make it even better. Yadier Molina versus Dave Roberts. That's how it's gonna go. That's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, I like Dave Roberts. Give me Dave Roberts.
And we're gonna see that in the future. Yadier Molina will become a manager. I'm saying it here now.
That's not a hot take. That's like duh. Yes, of course.
He will become a manager. Of who? I don't know. But he will become a manager. Hopefully the Dodgers, because I'll take him anytime in the day.
Hopefully the Dodgers.
Prediction: Dodgers, Cardinals. I always say the Dodgers run away, like I've been saying.
Run away. So this is like not even close. That's what you're telling me.
I won't say like run away, like oh my god, like 17-3 or like that type of thing. Just it's unanimous, like
yeah. 6-1, 7-2, something. Like that.
It was 5-2.
Okay. Cool. So let's do the I have the Dodgers winning too, for the record. Let's do the comparison for the Red Sox Yankees.
The catcher Huisaga versus Vasquez, right?
Christian Vasquez. I'm taking Vasquez in that one. I think Vasquez is just more experienced. He has a better bat, and he calls a good game as well. So I'm taking Christian Vasquez because when you look at
Huisaga calls a good game too.
He calls a good game for Garrett Cole.
Yeah. But that's gonna be the factor here. That's
I
what we're
know,
talking
but
about. It's a
I
one
know,
game.
I
There's
know,
no like
but
7-game series. There's
I know,
no
but Gary,
like
yes, but Gary Sanchez, even though he doesn't call as good of a game, his bat is super is a bigger X factor than how he was Hiwaka calls a
Usaka.
game.
Yeah,
He
I'm gonna
doesn't
take Vasquez. I'll take
like he
Vasquez.
does not call such a he's not Yadier Molina calling games that he can be like,
Yeah.
we could deal without the offense.
Well,
That's not him. So
yeah, I'll
I
take
go
Vasquez
Christian
too.
Vasquez. First base, it's gonna be Bobby Dahlback. So you get Bobby Dahlback versus Anthony Rizzo. I mean it's Anthony Rizzo, right? Anthony Rizzo's the better player.
I'm gonna say Bobby Dahlbeck.
Really?
I think
I'm gonna go Rizzo.
I think Rizzo has fallen off ever since that hot start in the beginning. I
Yeah.
haven't heard too much about Rizzo lately. I've been hearing more about Dahlbeck. Better player overall. Like overall, if
Yeah.
I'm building the franchise, I'm gonna go with Rizzo. But at this point in this game, I'm gonna say Bobby Dahlbeck's gonna have a bigger game than Rizzo.
God, I hope you're right. Third base, second base. So this is either going to be for the Yankees, it's going to be Gleyber Torres, DJ LeMahieu is out. So it's either going to be Gleyber Torres or Odor, one or the other.
Versus who?
Versus Arroyo, or this is perfect because it's either going to be Arroyo or
I'm
Kike.
taking the Yankee guy.
I'm going Kike.
Yankee guy.
I'm going Kike. Let's
Wherever
go.
the
Kike.
Yankee guy is,
Woo!
we're taking him.
Let's go, Kike. Shortstop. It's not even close. Not close. Not close at all.
Bogarts.
It's Xander. We'll just give you Urshela just so that you know who the Yankee guy is, but it's Bogarts. Third base. It's not even close. It's Devers versus. It's gonna be Odor probably there because Andujar's out and LeMahieu's out. So Urshela's gonna be in second and Odor in third, or vice versa.
Yeah, okay.
One or the other.
Advantage Boston.
So
are you keeping score?
Yeah, so I have the Yankees to me only have one.
I have two.
Yeah. So
one.
We go to the outfield.
No, I have one. I have one for Yankees.
No, but you gave them second base and that's right. You
just gave him second base. That's it.
So I gave them one. Oh yeah, we're at one. We're at one apiece. Left field. So we go to left field. The Red Sox in left field. That's probably gonna be that's gonna probably be Kyle Schwarber, actually. Because Jarren Duran, but I think Jarren Duran is there for pinch running, which I'm excited to see him. But so
Kyle
Schwarber, to be Kyle Schwarber,
who?
Joey Gallo, right? Or
I'm gonna take Gallo.
Or Brett Gardner.
I'm gonna take Gallo.
I'm gonna go Sharpie.
I'm gonna go Yankees.
Sharpie's been there. Center field, you have Brett Gardner.
Yeah.
Versus my boy, my guy, my Mexican countryman.
I thought he plays right. Verdugo.
No, Hunter Renfroe plays right.
Okay.
Verdugo versus another dinosaur, Brett Gardner. I'm going Verdugo.
I'm gonna take Gardner on that one.
What are you talking about? What are you doing?
Sorry. You left a bad taste in my mouth.
Who? Verdugo?
Yeah.
What are you
in the playoffs. The last time he was in the playoffs with the Dodgers, he didn't do too well.
When he was like 21. Oh man.
Sorry.
Coming off the bench, you're ridiculous. And then in right field, Hunter Renfroe versus Aaron Judge. I know it's Aaron Judge, but I love Hunter Renfroe, so it's gonna be Aaron Judge. Obviously, the pick is Aaron Judge. Obviously, I can't have a baseball podcast and not pick Aaron Judge there. But
Aaron Judge. Giancarlo's out, or Giancarlo's DH?
Well, Giancarlo's a DH.
Okay, so DH versus DH.
Well, Who would be? I mean, our DH is probably going to be. So look, our DH is probably going to
All right,
be
advantage Yankees. Let's move
Schwarber.
on. Let's move on. If you can't figure out who it is,
well, because it just depends. It depends what they do with Arroyo. If Arroyo plays second, then that means Kike is moving to center, which means Verdugo moves to left, which means Schwarber goes to DH. There's a lot of moving pieces. It would be JD Martinez, but JD Martinez is out. So it just, but yeah, it's Stanton. The DH is for the Yankees.
okay. Starting pitcher.
Garrett Cole. I mean, it has to be Garrett Cole.
Bullpen.
The Yankees.
The
Red Sox bullpen have been awful.
Manager. We said Red
Alex
Sox.
Cora. Yeah, come on.
And then we made our pick already. I said,
yeah,
we both said Red Sox.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, after this whole breakdown, I think you can tell that the advantage was Boston. We're slated for some great baseball coming up. Slated for.
Oh man, we are set to record on Thursday, maybe Wednesday night, but Thursday for sure.
Depends how angry I come back.
Yeah, so we're either gonna be both really happy. One of us is either gonna be happy and the other one super pissed. The podcast I don't want to do is where both of us have our walk in with with our nuts kicked in.
Well, I can tell you, if we lose, that's gonna be me.
Well, I mean, if we lose, that's gonna be me too. The difference is because of scheduling, I get one day to like pull myself together. I'm surprised you're going to the game because you are very like intense. I'm surprised you're putting yourself out there like that. So I got to commend you for that, for putting yourself out there, going to the game. I think the Dodgers are going to win.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's October and you just never know.
You never know.
But the worst part would be, obviously, I think for the fans, the best part would be one of us gets kicked in the nuts and the other one is just like gloating the whole time. And if that's the case, I hope it's you. I hope it's you with the nut punch and
oh yeah,
me parading.
I don't see it happening unless like everybody gets hurt. I don't see it happening. Dodgers, you have one day extra to learn how to hit a curveball. Learn how to hit it.
One extra day. Just nothing but curveballs in batting practice today.
That's it.
So that's where we're at. So we'll be back Thursday with the full preview. Thursday or Wednesday, but most likely you'll get it. The listener, you'll get it Thursday, in time for the first game, which is Thursday 1:00, the White Sox versus the Astros. That one should be a lot of fun. So that's what we're gonna do.
Before we get off, I have an interesting poll question. I can ask you the same question.
Okay.
If it were Astros Giants, who would you pick as a Dodger fan?
Oh, like who would if I'm a Dodger fan, who do I want to win?
Yeah.
You have to go Astros, right?
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm just saying because
no, I get it. I get you. The history and all that, but your hatred for the Giants has to be bigger.
Oh, I hate them. I hate the Giants.
No, I know you, but I'm saying like in general. I think for a Dodger fan to say I would rather the Giants win, I don't know. That's
an interesting poll question we could put up, or we can.
Yeah, if you're a Dodger fan, yeah, who would you least like want to see win the World Series?
I was born to hate the Giants
because there's no scenario where I would ever root for the Yankees. None.
And that's it was funny. It was very, very interesting. We were at a game, one of my softball games, and he comes up to it's a baseball fan. He just comes up to me and say, "Hey, dude, like, what would happen if it's an Astros Giants game, World Series? Who would you go for?" I'm like, Astros? He's like, really? After everything they've done to you? I'm like, They haven't been first things first. They haven't done nothing to me. The Giants have done more. The Giants have done more to me than the Astros.
None of that, but we won the World Series last year. We're fine.
Then they won the World Series and they made everything better. So it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
He's like, really? I would think you would say that the Giants win. I'm like, hell no. I have never been taught to love the Giants at all.
That'd be the day. Imagine you saying I want the Giants to win. It's one thing if you're picking them to win. It's a whole other thing if you want them to win. Yeah,
Giants.
it has to be you'd have to pick the Astros.
Yep.
It would make no sense to not pick them.
Well, there's fans out there that
no, I'm sure those people exist. I'm just saying it. If you call yourself a Dodger fan, rooting for the Giants, okay, I don't get it.
I know who would do it. The only Dodger fans that leave when they're down 5-1. Leave the stadium. That's so ridiculous. They're falling out. No, they're falling out. They missed out.
That's like 70% of them though, which is sad.
They missed out one of the biggest comebacks in history.
Oh well, settle down in the history.
No, in our history.
Okay.
Because the last time they did it was the 4-1. When they went back to back against the Padres, and then they Nomar got in the next inning.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's an interesting poll question. I have it out there for you guys. Tweet German at Germ4 or at Bruce Thoughts Podcast at
Bruce Thoughts podcast.
It's too much Bruce.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Enjoy the games. Red Sox today, 5 p.m. Yeah, Dodgers tomorrow.
I'm gonna troll you so bad.
Is it 5 p.m.?
Yeah, 5 p.m.
I'm
gonna troll you so bad.
I'm gonna block you. I'm gonna mute you on Twitter. I'm gonna block your number until
well, you have that's why we haven't been on
until Wednesday night. And so yeah, so that's what we're doing. So enjoy the wild card. Hopefully,
you gotta send me your address so I can send you the Yankee hat.
Hopefully, it's I
like messing with this guy. This guy's like so.
Hopefully, it's a Red Sox win. Go Sox! Let's beat the Yankees. And on Wednesday, best luck to you and the Dodgers. Although by what you said, it's like you don't even need it. So
we need luck. I'm gonna have like 4 Dodger dogs, some nachos, some peanuts. Nice little soda there here. And
man,
there.
I can't eat when my team is playing, especially a playoff game.
This is before the game starts.
Before the game,
because I usually get there. Like a couple hours before the game starts. Like I don't get there like regular people that get there like.
So what? A 5 o'clock game. You're there at 3.
Yeah, we're literally planning to get my kid out of school. We're going to the stadium right after that. He gets off at 2. That's the time we're headed out.
Okay.
So, and we're like 15 minutes from the stadium, so it shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
7 o'clock game. We're usually there around 5. So, just enjoy
that's tomorrow, dude. Traffic's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I go to the office in downtown. Oh my god.
Yep, it's gonna suck.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. That's where we're at.
Go Dodgers.
The playoffs are here. Go Red Sox. Until next time, Harry, I'll see you in a few days. Hopefully, neither of us have our nuts kicked in.
We won't.
But we'll see. You can listen to our pod anywhere you get your pod. Please rate, review, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe at the bottom, and it definitely helps. Comment, do all that. You can follow us on social media. If you're watching this on YouTube, our social media handles are at the bottom as well. So for Harry, this is German Brew Thoughts Podcast. Drink better coffee.
Go Dodgers.
Go Red Sox.